I used to play basketball in my school and I was a good part of my team. रही बात husband की तो yes, he's always a support pillar for me, a very strong support pillar, and you need a pillar at your place if you want to go ahead with your goals. 1 hour and 20 minutes में मैंने 10 kilometers over कर दिया. Gradually 10 बना 21, 21 बना 42, 42 बना 50, 50 बना 80. वही बात हो जाती है. If I can do it, you can also do it. That is the main reason for it. Probably इट इज इन माई ब्लड. मुझे अल्ट्रा रनिंग का पैशन है, तो ये एक हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल बन जाती है जो कि तुम्हारे बच्चों में भी जाती है. इफ यू हैव टेकन अ टास्क, यू हैव टू कंप्लीट. वंस यू हैव अ टारगेट टू अचीव, यू परस्यू फॉर इट, यू ट्राई फॉर इट एंड यू गो फॉर द गोल. कुछ नहीं होता पीरियड्स में वर्कआउट करने से, कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. अगर तुम्हें कंफर्टेबल लग रहा है, तुम्हारी बॉडी अलाउ कर रही है, जस्ट गो फॉर द रन.
Hi everyone, this is Meenal here and welcome to the channel. I hope you're liking the content that we are putting out here. If you really do please like, share, subscribe. I do interview people in the ultra running world and I bring you the stories of how they are able to do what they are doing in the ultra running field. And with me, I have a very special guest today, Gurleen Arora. She recently did a Comrades marathon also with a very strong finish. So before we jump into the running part, Gurleen, very warm welcome to the channel and बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आप finally we are sitting and talking together. But before we jump to the running part, आप थोड़ा सा बताएंगे how was your background, how was it growing up, who's there in the family, all such dynamics.
Thank you so much, Meenal, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, viewers, for viewing us and jailifying us. So let's start the journey here. Myself, Gurleen Arora. I am a marathon coach, and gratitude to God, and thank you so much to all my friends and well-wishers for all your blessings. So about my family, I stay in a nuclear family. My husband and 2 children. My daughter is in 3rd year. She is in Vancouver, University of British Columbia. My son, he's in grade 5. And touch wood, I am so blessed that my family supports my hobby or my passion or whatever name you can give it to it. And yes, you're right. I was not at all in the sports category or anywhere in school or in college. I used to play basketball in my school and I was a good part of my team. However, I did not carry it further. I could not pursue any of my goals. But yes, I was very happy that I was married in a beautiful family. We were in a joint family. However, because of job reasons of my husband, we were moved to different locations. I have shared it with Meenal. So we were in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Dubai, and finally we were settled here in Gurgaon. And my children, my daughter, my son, they are both very enthusiastic. रही बात हस्बैंड की, तो पहले तो वो बिल्कुल नहीं भागते थे, तो बट yes, he's always a support pillar for me, a very strong support pillar, and you need a pillar at your place if you want to go ahead with your goals. अब क्या करें, भागते तो है नहीं, तो साथ में भगाना शुरू किया. So I'm very glad, I'm very happy that I pushed my husband into running with me. So wherever we go, might it be a vacation run or might it be here inside our city, we go always together. And thank you so much for your wishes.
That's wonderful. तो गुरलीन थोड़ा सा मुझे बताएंगे कि आपने रनिंग कब स्टार्ट किया, ये पिक्चर में कैसे है? Because as you told that growing up you were not into sports much. So how did running come into picture?
Well, Meenal, again, it's a very long story. My son was born in 2013. By that time, because of hormonal changes into the women's body, I gained weight and it was around 96 kgs.
Oh, that's good.
Well, yes, it was, I had very complications in my pregnancy. And for your information, I had thyroid since 20 years now. God, so being with thyroid, maintaining the weight is a big challenge. It's a big task. However, I tried and I am in front of you. So 2013 mein, my son was born, and in our families, a Lodi function, which happens in January 13, तो वो बहुत बड़ा function होता है. ठीक है जी, तैयारियां चल रही थी. हम गए एक अच्छे से स्टूडियो में, and भैया अच्छी सी ड्रेस दिखाना। एंड वो खड़ा हो गया हाथ जोड़ के, भाई आगे जवाब ही ना दे। मैंने कहा क्या हुआ, ड्रेस दिखाइए। मैडम आपके नाप का ना कुछ मिलेगा नहीं यहाँ पे, आप कहीं और ट्राई कर लीजिए। मीनल, आई वाज इन अ शॉक। दैट वाज अ टर्निंग पॉइंट इन माय लाइफ मीनल। आई जस्ट डिटरमिन्ड इन माय माइंड एट दैट मोमेंट कि भैया मैं यहाँ वापस आऊंगी और मैं जिस ड्रेस पे हाथ रखूंगी वो मैं लेके जाऊँ। तो बस फिर वर्कआउट करना शुरू किया थोड़ा बहुत। उसके बाद क्या हुआ, यू माइट रिमेम्बर पिंकीथॉन। तो इन माय हस्बैंड्स ऑफिस वो पिंकीथॉन से आए कि आप अपनी अपनी वाइफ्स को, सिस्टर्स को रजिस्टर कीजिए, फैमिलीज को रजिस्टर कीजिए। उन्होंने कर दिया रजिस्टर। चलो, इमेजिन मीनल, आई वाज ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग माय चाइल्ड, ही वाज बोर्न इन जुलाई, और ये सितंबर की रन थी।
सितंबर या अक्टूबर, यस सितंबर।
तो इन्होंने कर दिया इनरोल की चल कर लेगी, 10 किलोमीटर है, वॉक रन कुछ भी कर लेगी। एंड बाय चांस मेरी सोसाइटी से मेरी एक फ्रेंड है अंजलि श्रीवास्तव, नाउ शी स्टेज इन यूएस। तो उसने जाना था। शी सेड कि गुरलीन मैं यहाँ से जा रही हूँ। एंड मुझे लगा चल यार गाड़ी जा रही है, जाके थोड़ा एंजॉय करके फोटो शोटो खींच के आ जाएंगे वापस। तो ठीक है, नो डिवाइस, नो फोन पे ऐप, नथिंग, अपना नॉर्मल से बस कॉटन की पैंट पहनी और कोई टी शर्ट पहनी एंड चल पड़े रन करने। एंड टू माई सरप्राइज मीनल, 1 hour and 20 minutes में मैंने 10 kilometers ओवर कर दिया।
But Gurleen, how is that possible without practice?
Without any practice, I was breastfeeding my child at that time with so much of weight. I will share that picture with you. I have that picture. और मैंने वो पिंकेथॉन की टी शर्ट पहनी, वो ट्रिपल एक्सएल साइज था शायद, वो ऐसे मोटे मोटे डोले।
व्हाइट कलर की टी शर्ट थी, राइट?
एग्जैक्टली। तो बस चल पड़े जी, 1 घंटा 20 मिनट में कर लिया। Oh, that infused so much of confidence into me. Then my husband said कि अगर कर सकती है तो ट्राई कर, थोड़ा सा और कर। थोड़ा थोड़ा स्ट्रेंथ सेशंस ऐड करने शुरू कर दिए, घर पे ही अपने आप थोड़ा सा जिम करना शुरू कर दिया, वॉक करना शुरू कर दिया। ग्रेजुअली 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 10 बना 21, 21 बना 42, 42 बना 50, 50 बना 80, और 80 से बना।
स्टॉप यू है, देखो 10 करना और मैं मानती हूँ 21 करना और 42 करना बहुत अलग अलग गेम्स है, तीनों एक अलग लेवल पे। Now, जब आपने 10 किया उसके बाद आपने कोचिंग ली, और हाउ डिड यू प्रोग्रेस टू हाफ और फुल मैराथन?
तो 10 किया, फिर जब हम भागना शुरू हुए, पहले हमने सोसाइटी में भागते थे, तो 750 मीटर की हमारी गोल 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 सोसाइटी है। अब यहाँ पे बड़ा मोनोटोनस हो रहा था भागना, थोड़ा सा बाहर भागना शुरू किया, रोड्स पे देखा कुछ और लोग भाग रहे हैं, उनसे कनेक्ट किया। Then came into the picture Gurgaon Road Runners, which is head by Chief Siddharth Chaudhary. ठीक है, उनसे रन करना, उनसे बात करना, उनसे गाइडेंस लेना शुरू किया। अच्छा, फिर रन्स के बारे में पता लगना शुरू हुआ कि इंटरसिटीज भी होती हैं, जैसे TMM. So my first full marathon was 42. That's Tata Mumbai Marathon. That was, at that time, it was Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon, SCMM. तो थोड़ा थोड़ा उसके लिए ट्रेन करना शुरू किया। आई हैड टू बी ऑन माय फुट फॉर लॉन्गर आवर्स फॉर 42, बिकॉज 42 इज इंटायरली अ डिफरेंट बॉल गेम। 10 किलोमीटर तो चलो तुम जॉग वॉक रन करके कर सकते हो, 21 भी चलो यू कैन से 10 का डबल मार लो तो 21 हो जाता है, लेकिन 42 को तुम 21 का डबल नहीं कह सकते हो, राइट? तो अगेन वही फैमिली सपोर्ट चाहिए था। दैट टाइम माय डॉटर वाज इन स्कूल, उसकी स्टडीज भी थी, उसकी ट्यूशंस भी होती थी, आना जाना भी होता था, छोटा बच्चा भी था मेरे पास, बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं। बट यस, अगेन फैमिली सपोर्ट सिस्टम प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल, एंड देन यू हैव टू बी वेरी ऑर्गेनाइज। खाना पीना चेंज हुआ, प्रोटीन इंटेक ज्यादा हो गया, देन थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ना शुरू किया, थोड़ा समझना शुरू किया। Then I pursued the course from a very well-established certification, that's ESC, which is in Mumbai. वहाँ से marathon coach training करी. The purpose for that was to improve on myself, because I was experimenting on myself. जब धीरे धीरे मीनल, when you see the changes in yourself, a good change in yourself, जब तुम 96 से 90 पे आ रहे हो, फिर every time you check your weight, then you are feeling good, तुम्हारी body toned up हो रही है, you are getting more confidence, enthu आ रहा है तुम्हारे अंदर, that endorphins release. तो धीरे 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 करते करते बस फिर आदत पड़ गई बस। और फिर जब वो the sense of finishing a run, the sense of achievement, and उसके बाद जब तुम्हें आके कोई बोल देना कि तुम्हारे से मोटिवेट होके मैंने ये किया, उससे बड़ी अचीवमेंट कुछ नहीं। एंड इट passes on to your blood. तुम्हारे बच्चे तुम्हें देखते हैं and they also incorporate all those good habits into them. That is
कहते हैं ना सिखाने से, बोल के किसी को कुछ नहीं सिखा सकते बट करके सिखा सकते हैं. तो आई थिंक यू फॉलो दैट. बट गुरलीन, आई थिंक बिफोर वी मूव फॉरवर्ड, मैं थोड़ा सा बताना चाहूंगी. आई थिंक 2017 में यू डिड योर फर्स्ट फुल मैराथन इन टाटा मुंबई. देन आपने अल्ट्रास का स्टार्ट किया, 80 किलोमीटर्स मशोबरा रन यू डिड इन 2017. देन यू डिड लद्दाख मैराथन इन 2018. देन चंबल 50 किलोमीटर्स इन 2019. Then Toughman Stadium Run in Chandigarh, 6 hours you did. I was there in 6 hours as well in 2020. Then Kalimpong Marathon in 2022. And finally, you did Comrades Marathon, that is 87 plus kilometers in South Africa in 2023. So the progress has been steady over the years. Now, before we move to further running and ultra marathon part, मैं थोड़ा सा जानना चाहूंगी. You are also an FSSA certified for functional strength training and you are a certified marathon trainer. Now, आपने running start किया to lose your own weight. अब 10-21 करके weight lose हो चुका था, right? ये coach बनने का कहाँ से आया? How did you think of it? कब आपने सोचा कि you would want to become a coach for running?
As I already told you कि मैंने जब marathon coach training ये pursue की थी, it was not in my mind anywhere कि I will go for a coach myself. I wanted to mentor myself. I want to experience all those on myself. I want to judge and guidance on my body कि मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ. How will this help in me? जब तो वो चीजें मैंने पढ़ी, जब मुझे समझ में आया कि इस तरह से मैं इतनी ट्रेनिंग खुद कर सकती हूँ, then why not impart to anyone else?
कौन सा ईयर था जब आपने ऐसा सोचा?
This was before COVID.
Okay, 2019 or 20?
19 or 20, yes.
Okay.
Once it happened, I was running in a group and a girl came to me. She said that you are running so well and you have lost so well. I cannot recognize the pictures you post. तो मुझे भी बताओ कैसे करना है, मुझे भी कराओ कैसे करना है. Then initially थोड़ा थोड़ा समझाना शुरू किया, जैसे किसी को बताया कि इतनी डाइट खाओ या इतना करो या ये एक्सरसाइज करो, इतना रन करो, उसको उससे फर्क पड़ने लगा. तो जब वो सामने आया कि yes, you can do it, वही बात हो जाती है. If I can do it, you can also do it. That is the main reason for it. And now in my society, I am training more than 20 women here.
Wow.
Thank you so much. And plus, I am also in online training. I have posted few of the testimonials on my Instagram page.
तो एक बात बताइए, वापस रनिंग पे जाते हैं गुरलीन. कब आपने अल्ट्रा का सोचा? नो, मैराथन्स वर इनफ, राइट? तो 2017 यू डिड 80 किलोमीटर्स ट्रेल रन इन मशोबरा. थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में बताइए, कैसे आपने सोचा टू पार्टिसिपेट इन दैट?
You know, running is my own time. When I run, I put forward questions to myself and I answer to them. So when I run sometimes, you know, for ultra training, you have to run alone. It's an endurance training. You have to be on the road for longer hours. And it's not possible for everyone to, you know, with you all the time. मुझे अच्छा लगता है अकेले भागते रहना, अपने आप से क्वेश्चन करना, जवाब देना. Then it probably it is in my blood. मुझे ultra running का passion है. And there are very few women. Again, I wanted to set an example in front of other women that yes, if I can do it, you can also do it. So Mashobra happened. हुआ क्या था कि again Siddharth Chaudhary was guiding me at that time. मैंने उनको बोला कि मैंने ना 60 किलोमीटर्स का 50 किलोमीटर्स का साइन अप कर दिया है. He said, Gurleen, अगर तो तुम मशोबरा जाके करोगी तो तुम either 80 करोगी या तो तुम नहीं करोगी. मैंने कहा 80 की तो मेरे पास ट्रेनिंग नहीं है. 80 के लिए तो I have to run around 60 to 65 kilometers run करना. It's a complete day task. But he said कि yes, देखो कर लेंगे. तो my husband, he's so kind. He supported on the vehicle with water, hydration. So ये जब मशोबरा की रन होती है, it happens in June. तो हमने डिसाइड किया we will make this as runcation. We will run and we'll do vacation as well. मीनल हम लोगों ने अप्रैल या मई का मंथ में, May month in Gurgaon is hell, full of humidity and temperature at its best. हमने उस वेदर में लेजर वैली पार्क से स्टार्ट करके दिल्ली तक रन किया था. It was around 60 kilometers for training run. So again, it was not that alone my only single effort. It was my friends, it was my husband who helped me out. तो बस जब ट्रेनिंग कर ली तो बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया. Yes, I can do it. बस फिर हो गया. फिर जब 80 किया तो 80 kilometers was good in Mashobra. उसके बाद 50 किलोमीटर किया चंबल वैली इज अगेन। पता है कभी कभी मीनल ऐसा होता है कि जब तुम अल्ट्रा रन कर रहे होते हो, तुम्हारे आगे 10 मीटर, तुम्हारे आगे 1-1 किलोमीटर, तुम्हारे पीछे कोई भी नहीं होता। यू आर ऑल अलोन एंड इट infuses so much of confidence in you that yes you are running alone, you can do it. तो ये एक हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल बन जाती है जो कि तुम्हारे बच्चों में भी जाती है। इफ यू हैव टेकन अ टास्क यू हैव टू कंप्लीट।
लवली। तो गुरलीन एक चीज बताइए ना, उसके बाद यू डिड आल्सो कपल ऑफ अदर अल्ट्रा रन्स एंड फाइनली यू डिड कॉमरेड्स अल्ट्रा मैराथन। ना कॉमरेड्स इज अ डिफरेंट बॉल गेम ऑल टुगेदर। पता है मुंबई में फिर भी कोचिंग है, पीपल प्लान दीज लॉन्ग रन्स टुगेदर। ना गुड़गांव में यू हैव लिटरली नो वन जिसके साथ तुम लॉन्ग रन प्लान कर सको फॉर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दिस कॉमरेड्स रन। तो आपने कैसे सोचा कॉमरेड्स के लिए, थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में बताएंगे, व्हाई कॉमरेड्स?
Comrades came to my mind because I have not, before Comrades, I did not do any of the international runs. So Comrades was an attraction to me because it happened in South Africa. It's a beautiful city. And I was also lured that it was a down run, but it was not a down run. It was again a up and down run.
I have heard from many, yes.
Meena, once you have a target to achieve, you pursue for it, you try for it, and you go for the goal. So I registered for it and I did training for it. However, बीच में मुझे injury भी आ गई थी. But still, the longest run I ran for Comrades training was 42 kilometers, which happened in Kalimpong. Kalimpong elevation was killing, but yes, it gave me that sort of training which I required. Before going to Comrades, I was fully prepared from my mind. So, you know, Meenal, ultra runs kaise hoti hain? Ultra runs, it's just not your endurance, just not your training. It's half of your mindset and half of your training, plus half of your food, your nutrition and your hydration. These make a circle. सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग चाहिए तुम्हें अपना माइंडसेट. If you do 10 kilometers, you feel low at 8. If you do 21 kilometers, you feel low at 18.
Wow, ये बात किसी ने आज तक नहीं बोली, but मैंने ये हमेशा feel किया है.
You can relate to it because you are a runner. If you run 42, you feel weak at 32, 38. You know, at that time, you feel that you should give it up. Why I'm doing it? I should not have done it. Why I'm, you know, killing myself. And in Comrades, even at 71 kilometer, I was completely exhausted. I was not able to run. Injury was, you know, it was like provoking me, stop. But again, your well wishes, my family, the blessings, everyone pushed me through it. And I did that. And you know, I should not say I did that. I finished it with gratitude.
Oh, lovely. Gurleen, अब हम दूसरी साइड पे आते हैं. Gurleen, because you are a mother, I'm a mother too. Sometimes it's very easy from Indian mindset to get into a phase जहाँ पे हम अपने आप ही guilt ले लेते हैं. That if we are spending time away from our children, we feel guilty ourselves. कभी आपको ऐसा लगा internally or someone had to support you not to feel guilty? कभी कोई ऐसी feeling आई?
Meenal, you are a runner, I'm a runner, right? तो हम लोग रनिंग करते कब हैं? We wake up early. अगर लॉन्ग रन है तो 3 बजे उठो, और अगर दूसरा रन है, शॉर्ट रन है, तो 4 बजे उठो. 5 बजे रन करो, 6 बजे रन करो, उसके बाद 6, 6:30 बस आती है, घर आओ और बच्चों को देखो, टिफिन बनाओ, उनको बस स्टॉप छोड़ के आओ, और बाय द टाइम दे आर एट होम उनके लिए कुक करो. सो आई हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ विंडो विद मी जो कि सिर्फ मेरा पर्सनल टाइम है, एंड देयर इज नो पार्ट ऑफ गिल्ट एनीवेयर. We are doing the complete duty.
That's wonderful, because I think, Gurleen, that mindset has to be there. I think,
Yes.
right? You must have felt with all the women that you are training. It's hard. Most of the females do feel guilt, right? So I think we all need to break that shackles, come out of it, and be okay with spending time to ourselves. You know, too much when you're right.
So that is my message to all the women out there. Come out of your comfort zone. कुछ करो जो तुम्हें अच्छा लगता है, go for it, but कुछ तो करो. आज नहीं करोगे तो कल डॉक्टर्स कराएंगे.
Oh wow, that's I think बिल्कुल सही बात है, hitting on the nail. Gurleen, अब इसके बाद ना let's talk a little bit about nutrition. What's your take on gels or protein powders? मतलब how do you ensure कि आपका nutrition पूरा हो to support all these runs?
See, Meenal, again, it depends upon person to person. how they intake food or they intake gels or salt tabs. So generally what happens in long runs, you have to gain energy in every 1 kilometer. For example, I'll give you the example of Khar Dungla Challenge, which happened in Ladakh, 72 kilometers. In those 72 kilometers, I was only on gels, salt tabs, electrolyte, and little bit of food which they gave at the hydration points. So it depends all upon your training, how you are training for it. Generally, when we train for long runs, we do have some rich carbs. For example, aloo parantha, dates. So the magic, what we do is we cut the date, take out the seed, put the salt, normal salt into it. And we intake in between the runs, training runs. Gels, yes, we take gels. Salt tabs, yes, because cramps nahi aate hain salt tabs lene se. You have to be very high on electrolytes, especially in the time of summers. And of course, your hydration plays a very vital and important role into your running. So again, I will re-emphasize on this. It again depends upon person to person. How one takes. किसी को gel सूट करती है, किसी को नहीं सूट करती है, किसी को banana सूट करता है, किसी को apple सूट करता है. So whatever you do, you first try it in the training run. Don't try anything new on the race day. Just remember this mantra. Otherwise, you should be good on your hydration and rest. These two things, hydration, rest, and nutrition, plays a very, very, very important role into your run. If you run, train for the strength as well. Agar running karte rahoge akele, training nahi karoge, then that will not give you.
Yes. From that point, Gurleen, I also want to ask, how important is strength training and stretching or maybe yoga kind of things to support running? How important do you think they are?
Meenal, when you run, you are using the main part of your body, which is your legs, right? जब वो legs से हम run कर रहे हैं तो कुछ part of the muscles of the legs we are just using it, right? And if you're not strength training your legs, you're not using other part of the muscles sets which are not being used in the running. So that is the reason you should train for strength as well in between. For example, if you run for 3 days in a week, please strength training for at least 2 days in a week. It could be cycling. It could be, you can divide your training days into core, into legs, into your weight training. It is very important for a runner, if he wants to run in a long way, go for strength training. Otherwise, that will be a very short span for you.
Right. From there, I think we'll move on to the female hygiene part. Right. When it comes to menstruation, what do you use? Pads, tampoons, or pads? No, cups.
Again, Meenal, it is a very personal question. I am comfortable in pads even. In my Toughman Mashobra run, 80 kilometers, I was aware that my periods are approaching. So I consulted my gynae and I took tablets which prolonged the periods. But again, I will emphasize on this fact, you have to first check out with your gynae. If it is okay, if it is fine with your body, then you can take the pills. However, you are comfortable with it. And I generally tell all my friends, all my clients, कुछ नहीं होता periods में workout करने से, कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. अगर तुम्हें comfortable लग रहा है, तुम्हारी body allow कर रही है, just go for the run. You can either use pad, tampoons, or cup, whichever is comfortable to you.
All right. So coming to the second last question, Gurleen, what in the future? What are your goals in the future when it comes to running or maybe coaching as well?
As of now, goals are set. I want to run World 6 Major.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's my dream. Let's see how it happens, because it is very, very, very difficult. Meenal, you are a runner, you might know it yourself. The qualifying criteria is very difficult. However, I will still try to persist for it, and I'll try to achieve my goal in part of running. And yes, in part of coaching, I would like to impart my knowledge to each and every person who comes in my way.
Also, I think, Gurleen, you said that you coach. So do you take coaching only for women, or is it for men and women both?
It's for both.
All right. Then we'll move to the last question. Any message to people out there who are listening to you?
चलो एक अब ending आ गई है तो हम एक उर्दू couplet से ending करते हैं. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा पहले बोलूंगी फिर इसको थोड़ा सा डिस्कस करें। सुना है समंदर को बड़ा गुमान आया है, उधर ही ले चलो कश्ती जहां तूफान आया है। सो दैट मीन्स कि ठीक है, समुंदर लहरें बहुत तेज हैं, वहीं ले चलो जहां पे तूफान आया है, जहां पे स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट लहर है। तो कभी भी कोशिश यही करना अपने जीवन में, अपनी लाइफ टाइम में, टू एक्सेप्ट whatever comes in your way and try to fight for it. Never give up. That is the only thing I want to impart. Try to motivate yourself, not even yourself, in your circle. And biggest thing, Meenal, what I would like, my vision, my, you know, मुझे चाहिए कि जो women है ना, वो men से आगे हो। हम कई रन्स में जाते हैं, अल्ट्रा रन्स में जाते हैं, रन्स में जाते हैं, वहां पे मेजर पार्ट ऑफ द रन, यू कैन से, जो suppose 100 people are participating, उसमें से 80 are men and only 20% women. Why not women are coming forward? उनका फैमिली रीजन हो सकता है, उनका अपना खुद का पर्सनल रीजन हो सकता है, any of the reasons. You know, this is not only about the run, this is about everything, all the lifestyle, you can say. Women should come forward किसी भी फील्ड में, and nowadays they are. In fact, I'm very proud of that moment.
On that note, I think, Gurleen, before we wind up, do you want to tell if people want to take coaching from you, being in Gurgaon or online coaching, where can they find you?
Oh,
How do
yes,
they-
of course. Here, you can follow my Instagram page. It's Gurleen Runs. You can DM me or you can call me. I will be able to assist you further. If I will be able to ascertain whatever your goals are, then we can move forward.
Awesome. On that note, I think it was lovely talking to you, Gurleen. Stay healthy, stay fit, and eat good food. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. My pleasure, Meena. Lovely talking to you. Thank you so much. Gratitude, darling. Take care.
Thank
Bye,
you.
viewer. See ya. Bye-bye.